emerging superpower and an economic powerhouse, etc. But our rank constantly over the last 5 years have been hovering around 88 to 93, 95 among 180 countries, which is really a dismal thing for a country with such an economic revival force that is becoming a force to be reckoned with in the international arena also. That is something which we need to really work on, because we need to understand corruption really eats into the basic fabric of the society, the basic foundations of the society. So it's very important that we really raise our ranks, reduce corruption, because economic development finally can come only to a to a society where corruption is at the minimum. So that's very important that we work on the same. Of course, if we look at the Indian state figures, etc., if you look at corruption index in India, Kerala, as you see, bottom down, we rank much less, which shows that Kerala is one of the least corrupt states in the country, which is a good thing for the state as such, but we need to look at the international perspective also. We need to really improve a lot with regards to corruption. Now, as I mentioned, corruption is so very crucial for the economic stability, for the nation's growth. It's the primary prerequisite, it's the foundation on which a country is based. And so it's very important that we all work together to build a corruption free India. So that's also very important, because all stakeholders are involved. I can't do it alone, you can't do it alone. All of us have to work together towards this goal. So, coming to the topic, why is vigilance in banking sector so important? You and us, or the banking sector, all of you sitting here, are actually uh, partakers of this concept of trust, public trust. Because only if the public trusts the bank, they will actually come and put their money into your bag, take loans from you, etc., etc. So trust is very crucial. So it's very important that vigilance is a very crucial. It's the foundation of the banking industry as such. We need to understand that. So very crucial that we are looking into that public trust aspect. Of course, vigilance means integrity, transparency, accountability. You all know that. And what we need to really look for now is preventive vigilance, not vigilance. See, when the machine comes up, when the digital systems come up, person sitting anywhere with a digital resource with the internet connection can actually rob a bank sitting anywhere if he has the necessary resources to do that, the digital tools to do that. So it's become very easy for everybody. And apart from that, also we have a lot of examples. The Bangladesh bank keys is one of the major cases that happened a few years back with the Bangladesh National Bank, where fraudsters sitting in some part of the globe, supposedly North Korea, where they stole crores of rupees from the Bangladesh bank. A lot of bank frauds we have seen over the India. Also, we have the Punjab National Bank defrauded by uh, Modi and Choksi for 13,000 crores of rupees through various means where nobody followed procedure, nobody followed the rules that need to be followed. In Kerala also, we also have, in recent times also, you must have read in the papers, a lot of corporate frauds happening in cooperative banks. So that is where we have not followed procedure, or we have not been vigilant enough, which has allowed these frauds to come into the place and led to these losses, the financial losses, which has really affected the reputation of the banking industry itself among the eyes of the public. So it's very important that we are more vigilant with regards to handling frauds, etc. Now, the changing environment, I told you about the digital things that have come up in every sector, particularly in banking. Banking is now almost online. Nobody goes to the bank units, etc. Everything is online. The mobile banking has come up. The mobile wallets have come up. Now, AI is coming up. So, banking has become very easy, very fruitful, very easy for all the citizens. You can sit, and now it's mostly digital currency also. Nobody uses cash. We know Kerala, India is one of the states, if the countries which is using digital currency to the maximum extent possible. Also, it's all good. It's thing, but more important is in all these digital resources is that we remain more vigilant when we are going more digital, when we are going more into easy kind of digital money. It's very important that our vigilance also increases. That's where our role in the banking sector becomes all the more important. Now, what are the risks that are there in the present digital world? I told you the robberies, etc., were physical. Now it's all digital. Now anything can happen. The phishing thing, a small email with a link, you click on it, and the whole bank credentials are also up to the hacker. Any employee, one of you, if he clicks on a wrong link from the official email, actually the hacker can come into your system and wreak havoc with the system. That's how most of the bank hacks, the hacks have happened. Even the Bangladesh bank heist happened because one of the employees in the bank, the crucial employee in the bank, clicked onto a link, a malicious link, and then the virus comes inside, the malware comes inside the bank system, and then they can do actually all the things that any manager of the bank can do, and you can actually take a lot of money out of that. Now you have a lot of artificial intelligence, ML tools also, malwares available. It's not the hacker that does it. It's using artificial intelligence. You can actually attack a lot of people together, a lot of banks together. A lot of things can be possible in that regard. Mule accounts are there in Kerala also, in India also. We see a lot of mule accounts being used by fraudsters, by for laundering money, for laundering all these frauds that are the money collected through various frauds also. A lot of mule accounts are being utilized also. You also are well aware of that. Vendor supply chain vulnerabilities where people are overbilling for things that are not that expensive, or giving poor quality goods, etc. Mis-selling, selling goods that you don't even understand that exist, like mangium or things like that. That is also a lot of cases are coming up in recent times. Fraud schemes, you all know about it. I'm not dwelling into that. But the government agencies are doing a lot of things. The CVC has, the CVC's directionally, we are conducting the Vigilance Awareness Week. The CVC has time and again, they are issuing new guidelines on how to prevent such frauds also. Now they are into digital, they know about digital frauds also, digital corruption. They keep on issuing a lot of circulars, a lot of notes. I'm sure you are all aware of it. Apart from that, RBI also, their governance also, they are also aware of the cyber frauds now. A lot of cyber frauds happening with different places, UPIs, malwares, everything, ransomware, which has come to, which really encrypts the data inside the banking system and brings the whole bank to a standstill also. So those kinds of guidelines are being used. Now it's a zero trust cybersecurity approach that is being done. I think most of the banks, the RBI has already guided everybody to use that approach. Zero trust is basically You don't trust anybody. That in the sense that if I go to the police headquarters, not anybody can come in. But if I go and wear a uniform and go in, they will not check me because they'll look at the uniform and say, "Oh, he's a police officer." So you will let them in. But in the zero trust approach, you don't trust anybody. Even if you wear the uniform and come in, you actually come, he's verified, and then only he's allowed in. So, in the zero trust architecture, anybody coming inside the bank systems, they will actually be checked, even though you know that he's a person or he's a manager or this thing. You will verify him. Only the verified people are allowed inside. So, it is trusting nobody. So, that's the new approach that has come in. RBI also emphasizes on that approach, and most of the banks are into that approach, I'm sure. Focus on AI defenses, of course, the artificial intelligence, the human element behind the cyber security realm also is changing. It's a system that is changing over. The AI is taking over the cyber security realm also. So it is not the human element that is looking into red flags that are there inside the system. The AI system will actually do that. The role of the bank is, of course, very important. In the banks also, technology has to drive, as I mentioned, anomaly, something special is happening, or a lot of, in one account, a lot of amount is coming on a particular day, or in a day, a lot of money is going away from particular account to a lot of accounts.